Hi guys, welcome to Sedani Food and Lifestyle channel. Guys, today I'm going to show you how to make the real Jamaican curry goat, okay? And here I have 3 pounds of goat, okay? But I'm going to be seasoning it up now, and then I'm going to leave it for tomorrow, okay? I'm going to let it marinate, but I'm going to wash it, season it, and show you how it's cooked, okay? So let me just do this. I'm going to be using some real lime juice to wash it, okay? Or you could use, if you have the real lime itself, you could use that to wash it. So I'll put some of that in there and wash it. And like I said, this is about 3 pounds of goat, okay? And this is the, what is this one? The shoulder. This is the shoulder, and it has meat on it. Some people like the leg. Different people ask for different portion. But when I went to the butcher, I asked them to give me the shoulder. Okay, so this is the shoulder of the goat. Okay, make sure you wash it properly. Okay, doing that. This here, wash it again. Okay, and drain it. Okay, and I'm gonna come over here. And then I'm gonna transport it over here to my dish that I'm gonna be seasoning it in, okay? I'm gonna put it all here. Okay, nicely washed. I'm gonna transport it here. There. Wow, it's a lot of goat. When it was in this bigger pot, it didn't look like that, but it is a lot. Put that there. Except for I'm gonna take off my gloves and change my gloves. Okay, so here you have it here. Okay, your goat. So now I'm just gonna cut up my seasoning. Okay, so this is thyme. Okay, I'm gonna put my thyme in there. This is a nice chunk of thyme. Okay, put that in there. And I have scallion. Okay, it's already washed. Just waiting for me to cut it up. Okay. Take the bottom of that off. Okay, this is all the scallion. Throw that in there. Okay, I have green peppers. You can use red peppers if you like. Well, I have green and red, but you can use yellow pepper if you want. Okay. Okay, throw that in there. Get my red peppers. Nice chunk. Red pepper. All that. Cut this out. I like my meals to be colorful. So, peppers. Throw that in there. And then I have, where's my garlic? I have my garlic over here. My real garlic. Peel that off. Use another piece of garlic. 2 nice pieces of garlic. Peel that. Okie doke. Okay. Okay, that's nicely peeled. Okay, and I have my garlic. Okay, cut up my garlic. Use as much garlic that you like. My garlic in there. Okay, and I have my onions. I have a piece of onion here. Let me use this. Use this up. And peel that off. Let me slice up my onion. Better onion. One that's not, because that one is finished. Onions can burn your eyes, so I'm holding it away from my face because it can burn. I'm peeling it. Okay, get some more onions. Okay, slice your onion, not mince it. Okay, just slice it up. Put that in there. Okay, that wonderful onion. Then I'm gonna get tomatoes. Okay, I'm gonna slice up my tomatoes. Put my tomatoes in there. Use the entire tomato. Okay, put my tomatoes in there. And I have a piece of ginger here. Okay, I'm gonna peel this ginger. Yes, and you're gonna add ginger to it. Don't forget your ginger. Okay, I peeled that off like so, and you can just put some pieces of ginger in there. This is enough ginger for now, for that. Okay, so now I have all my vegetable seasoning in there. Then I'm gonna add, maybe I'll add some shallots in there. Okay, these are sweet. I usually use them in my salad. But it's a different form of onions. So I'll put a little shallots in there. Okay. Pieces of shallots here. Just use the entire shallots. Okay. Throw that in there. It looks so beautiful. Okay. Sorry. And now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my dry seasoning in there, okay? So I'm going to put some salt, and I'm using low salt. But I'm going to put my salt in here. Okay. I'm going to add salt to it as it cooks and stuff like that. And I'm using curry powder. I'm using Blue Mountain. Mild. This is mild curry powder. I'm going to put my curry powder on it. It's a lot. And I'm going to put some organic turmeric. Even though the curry powder has turmeric in there, but I'm still going to add some turmeric in there also. Okay, I'm gonna put some pimento seeds in there. These are pimento seed. I believe they make black pepper from pimento seed. I'm gonna put some in there. Okay, allspice. People call them allspice. I'm gonna put some black pepper in there. Okay. Black pepper. Oh, this is a little garlic powder. I put some garlic in there. Some more garlic powder. You can never have enough garlic, so I'll put some in there. Spice seasoning. Lastly, before I forget, I'm going to put some scotch bonnet pepper in there. So let me just cut up some of this. I'm going to wash my hands as soon as I'm finished cutting this up, but I don't want to put the seed in there. Okay. Using my bare hands, let me take the seed out of it. Okay, Just put just like that. Cut it a little bit more. This is to flavor it, you know. Put like 4 nice pieces in there. I'm going to wash my hands before I put it in my eyes or something like that. And then I have all of that. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my gloves on and I'm gonna rub it all together, okay? Put my gloves on. Yep. Let me move this out of the way. Here. Gloves on. Okay. I might need more curry powder because I don't know how much of it is at the bottom. Let me just open this like that. Okay. Let me see. I'm wondering if this just spill. I could use both. I'm gonna use both hands, but let's see if I have enough curry powder in here before I put all my both hands in there. Seasoning it. Okay. Make sure. Okay, I think this is enough. Okay, so now I'm just gonna gel it all together, okay, from top to bottom. Rub it in nicely. It smells really good. The seasoning smells good. So can you imagine when you cook it the next day, it's gonna be really good because it's well marinated. Okay, with all the vegetables and seasoning into it. Your thyme, your onion, your scallion, your scotch bonnet pepper, your tomatoes, your green peppers, your red peppers, stuff like that. Your shallots, your garlic, your ginger, your pimento, all that good stuff. Okay, here it is. And it has that nice yellow tinge to it. I need a little bit more, but my hands are wet. Throw some in there. I have my helper right here helping me. I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. Put a little bit more. Okay, yeah. That nice color. Okay, and so this is how you season it, and I'm gonna be sticking it in my refrigerator, and then tomorrow I'm gonna cook it and I'm gonna show you how it's done. Let me take my gloves off and I'm gonna take this off. And I'm gonna cover it with foil. Okay, so this is, see what it looks like here? It's nice and colorful. Okay, and I'm just gonna cover it and leave it until tomorrow, and then I'm gonna cook it. Okay, guys, so I'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys, my curry goat has been marinating since last night, okay, and this is what it looks like, and it smells so good. And curry goat was introduced in Jamaica by Southeast Asian in the 17th century, okay, and it has taken on a life of its own, and it's spread to like Trinidad, Guyana, Tobago, Suriname, Grenada, and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how I make it and how it's made in the Caribbean, especially Jamaica. And here on my stove, let me put my gloves on, I have my Dutch pot. You need to use a heavy pot. Most people usually use a heavy Dutch pot like this. And I have my oil, which has been heating on the stove. And before you put your goat into your oil, you always want to put some curry powder in the oil, okay? That's how it's cooked. You're gonna put some curry powder in the oil, okay? And you're gonna saute your goat in the oil, okay? And so this is what it looks like, as you can see, okay? Always have to put some curry powder into your oil, okay? Okay, let me put this over here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna cook it with the seasoning on it, okay? I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna saute it first before I start boiling it. So I'm just gonna pick off all the seasoning on it. You could put a little bit in there, but you're not gonna cook it with all the seasoning. Let me make sure that it's hot. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that it's hot. Okay, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna be dropping my goat in here. I'm gonna be dropping my goats in here. Okay, let me just hold this up. It's a lot of goat. This is like 3 pounds. Let's stand over here. As you could see, my oil, make sure your pot is hot. It's a lot of goat. Put it all together. It smells really flavorful. That's what marinating. I mean, if you didn't have time to marinate it overnight, you could do it 2-3 hours before, like season it and put it down for like 2-3 hours before you start cooking it. But it's good to marinate it overnight, okay? And you're not gonna get any kind of goat that doesn't have bones in it. Goat has bones in it, okay? But at least it has a lot of meat on it, okay? So right now I'm just sauteing it. If you think it's too much, you can use 2 pots, but I think this pot is enough for everything that I have. Okay, just want to show you how it's done. And this kind of dish is usually cooked on special occasions, at parties and weddings and birthdays and so forth. You know, most people love curry goat. And you could find it in your local restaurants and stuff like that, Caribbean restaurants. In your depending on where you live, in the tri-state area, if you live in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, so forth. Yeah. Jamaican food is like popular all around the United States these days. It may seem tedious to you to keep picking out everything, but I prefer to do it this way. Some people, they pressure cook their meat, but I don't like to pressure cook my meat. I want to see it. I want to touch it. I want to feel it. I want to look at it every 10-15 minutes or so to make sure it's going in the right direction, the way that I want it to be cooked. I found a piece of ginger. I'm going to put a piece of ginger in there. You could cook it with ginger, and you could cook it with garlic also. The garlic tenderizes it. Let me look to see if there's any more meat hiding underneath here. So there's another piece right there. I don't think there's any more. That's it. Let me put this down. Let me see. Okay, so this is all the seasoning that's in there. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I do with that. Let me take my gloves off here. Throw that over there. Put this on. I have to hold my pot. I'm going to just start. I'm going to brown it a little bit first before you start cooking it down. And okay, just turn it. Give it a turn. Okay. Okay, guys. So it's sautéing. Okay. Put my gloves on because I don't want to get burned. Let's see. It's been sautéing for a while. I'm going to turn it. Keep turning it. Okay, so you always saute it for a while in the oil before you start cooking it down. Give it a turn so all the pieces can be sauteed or browned properly. Okay, see, it has a nice color on that. Yeah. Okay guys, so my goat has been sauteing and it says taking on a color, as you can see here. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding water to it, but always add warm water or hot water, okay? Because you don't want to slow the cooking process down, okay? So I have my kettle over here and it has boiling hot water into it. So in order not to slow the cooking process down, I'm just going to throw the hot water in there. See? Okay. And I'm going to let that cook for at least an hour, okay, until it's tender, okay? And you're going to keep adding water because eventually it's going to go down, the water. Okay, so you're just going to let it cook for about an hour, and I'm going to let it cook with a piece of ginger in there. I'm going to put another piece of ginger in there. You could put ginger in there to cook it down with, or you could put garlic in there also while it's cooking. Okay, so we're going to let it boil for another hour or until it's tender, and I'll be right back. I'll show you what it's doing as the process goes on. Okay guys, so while my goat is cooking, like it is over here, it's boiling. As you can see, it's cooking. I'm going to be preparing my produce that I'm putting into it, okay? So like I said, it's going to be cooking for like an hour or so, or until it's very tender. And I'm going to be preparing my produce. So I'm going to be putting carrots and stuff like that at the end. And I have my potatoes. So let me wash these, and I'm going to cut them up and put them in my seasoning that I have over here, because all of this is going to be added at the end. Okay, so here's the seasoning, the original seasoning that it was seasoned with, so you could see right there. Okay, so I have my baby carrots here, and these I'm just going to cut them. You could put as much as you like into it. If you like a lot of carrots, put that in there. And just pick them up and cut them because they tend to want to fly all over the place. My carrots. I always like my food to be colored. So I put that in there with my with the original vegetables. And I have my potato here. I'm going to peel my potato. Just peel my potatoes here. You could use 1 potato, 2 potato, whatever you like. Yeah, but most people, this is how it's cooked. They put potato in there. But you have to put it at the end. You cannot cook it with the goat because then it will be mushed all the way out because, yeah, so you got to cook it at the end. I'm going to wash those. Just peeling off the skin off this. Yeah, 2 potatoes is good. I'll put 3. Put 3 potatoes. Okey-doke. I love red potatoes. Red potatoes. Let me wash these. Bring them over here and cut them. We're gonna dice up your potatoes. These are not flying off my board like the carrots did. Okay. And you see, that's what it looks like. I dice them into pieces. Here. Some more. Just cut them like so. Dice them into pieces. Tastes so good when you have your potato in your curry. And if you're making curry chicken, it will be the same process that you would follow, except that one cooks quicker than the other. Chicken doesn't take that long to cook. All right, goats, okay? So this is everything that I'm gonna be throwing in there, plus if it needs any more salt or anything else, then I'll put that in there, okay? So this is what I'm gonna be putting in once my goat is cooked. Okay guys, so the goat has been cooking for an hour and a half now. You could see, I'm gonna just test it just to be certain that it's properly cooked. Let me get my gloves or my mitten here. You could see, let me just test it a little bit down here. Let me bring this closer up here. Yeah, it's soft. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cook it down and I'm gonna add my produces to it and my seasoning, which I had over here. My potato, my carrots, my thyme and everything like that, that's in here, tomato and so forth. So I'm just gonna add all of that to it. This nice produce vegetable seasoning. Add all of that. I'm gonna let it stew down for another 10 minutes or so until the potatoes and the carrots are cooked. Okay, just here. Get something to hold the side of the pot. Okay, you just see, that's so pretty. It's very colorful. Okay, and I'm gonna taste it just to be certain that it has enough salt in it and black pepper and so forth. So let me just take this glove. Let me just taste this here. Could use a little bit more salt. But I'm gonna put some black pepper in there, definitely, so it could cook down. A little black pepper and a little crushed pepper in there so it could cook down. See, the curry powder is already salty, so I'm gonna let it cook for a good 10 minutes first before I add any more salt in there, because I'm watching the salt content. So just let the potato and the carrots cook, because the carrot is harder. So I'm gonna let this cook for another 10 to 15 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so my curry is cooked to my specification. It's soft. It has a gravy in there. You definitely need gravy in it. Okay. It's not cooked dry. It's cooked with a gravy. Okay. And the potato, you can see the potato and the gravy's thick enough. You know, you don't want it too watery. It's nice. See, the potato kind of gives it that gravy-like feel. Okay, so we don't have to add any breadcrumbs or anything because it makes its own gravy once you cook it down and the carrots is cooked. So I'm just going to plate it out and show you how it looks outside of the pot. Okay, and you could eat it with rice and peas if you want to. You could eat it with white rice. I tend to like curry and white rice. That's just my thing. Curry with white rice, but you could, most people have it with rice and peas. Okay. And that's some of it, what it looks like. See, it's nice and colorful. I'm gonna turn the pot off because it's finished. Okay. And pretty much this is what it looks like, okay? Your curry, your Jamaican curry goat. This is how you cook your Jamaican curry goat. This is what it looks like. It's nice and colorful. You put your little potatoes in there and your carrots and so forth. Okay, so guys, this is how you make your Jamaican curry goat with all the nice produce in it and stuff like that. You cook it until it's soft, tender. I could cut it like so. See, it is soft. Okay, I'm not going to eat any right now, but it is nice and tender. Your potato is tender and your carrot is tender. Okay, everything looks good. And it's ready. So guys, this is how you, like I said, this is how you make Jamaican curry goat. Okay, guys, please comment, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.